welcome back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent-minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Pull up a chair, sit on the floor, get your pens and papers ready. Class is about to begin. First, a little bit of syllabus work. If you love knives and great outdoors, and you must, or you wouldn't be watching this video, I only have one question for you. Has you subscribed yet? And if not, why not? I mean, it's a win-win situation. It's super easy. Just click that little button right down there. It says subscribe. Then click the bell next to it. You get notified every time I put out a new video, which is about once a week. It's a win-win because you not only get to see all my videos without missing any, but the more subscribers I have, the more neat new knives and survival gear I can get into the review for you. So, go right ahead. Plus, there'll be a button floating around in here somewhere throughout the video. Just click on that if you want. That'll also let you get subscribed. In the meantime, let's see what we brought to here for class today. Looking at a knife from a rather serious maker. It's Kizer knives. It is a Chinese brand, yes, unfortunately. But they make higher end knives. Maybe not quite as high end as we, but definitely a lot higher than you'd expect. And today, we're taking a look at one that I think should be called a classic. It's the Domin. Beautiful knife. It's made of VG10 steel for the blade, stone washed. As you can see, it's got the Kizer imprint right there. G10 scales, nicely textured, so no slipping. The pocket clip no, I don't think the pocket clip can be flipped, unfortunately. Maybe it can. But it's set for right hand carry tip up right now, which is the way I carry anyway, so that's not too bad. It is a liner lock. It's somewhat skeletonized. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got holes drilled in the liners to lighten them up a little bit. Stainless steel liners. Beautiful bearings, all in all. A little stiff, but you're not going to float it down. But opens smoothly with those thumb studs. Very sweet. And now you can even see where it says VG10 right there. You're on the blade right above where it connects to the handle. No choil to speak of, but that's not a big deal. I'm not sure why they put that orange piece in there, except maybe for looks, though it does give you a nice lanyard hole if you need one. So let's see how this thing works. As always, this is straight out of the box. No touch-up, no nothing like that. Standard piece of paper here. And that is very, very nice. Can't complain about that whatsoever. Cardboard. There we go. Standard corrugated cardboard. And right through. Cuts no problem whatsoever. Yeah. I'd hate to meet the cardboard box that can't open up. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. It's doing great. Flat grind, by the way, I forgot to mention that. Which, again, makes it nice. So, let's see here. We got that. Hang packaging test. Standard soda bottle. Let's see how it does with this. Man. It went in there gorgeous, but stupid me was starting to cut towards himself, and that's just not a good thing. But, yeah. If that doesn't open up any hang packaging, I've ever seen. I don't know what will. If it doesn't open up yours, I don't want to see your hang packaging. Okay, let's see here. What next? Paracord, paracord. There's the paracord. Where's the end? There's the end. So, that blade geometry, it should do quite nicely. Not that much of a tip, maybe, but still, I do quite well. Yeah, so far. Here we get to the teeny tiny loop that can just barely fit the tip through, and this is where we really get some testing. That's 1, 2, 3. If it had a sharper tip, I think it might have done that in 1, definitely in 2. For that cheap tip, that's nothing to complain about at all. Leather, let's see your leather, and oh, come back here, you. Of course, I knock it off of the table I had it sitting on. Make me do extra work, why don't you? So, let's see here. Standard heavy gauge cowhide. Let's see here. I'll tell you what. This may not be billed as a folding hunter, but the way it's taking care of this leather, you could probably use it as one. That's for sure. It's beautiful. So, I put that there. Piece of wood. Just about used up this entire piece of wood here, but still got a little bit I can whittle on right here. So, let's see here. Cutting off the earlier chips and putting up new ones real quick. Let's see how it does with this. Once again, this is not something I recommend, even with a knife as stable feeling as this one, as solid feeling as this one. And it does feel solid, don't get me wrong. It still has a pivot point which is going to cause weakness. But we'll go ahead and see how it does, since so many of you want me to do it. Okay, and that's just with my hand. Yeah, I'm saying this one is not only destined as excellent EDC knife, very classy looking, would go well for any gentleman. It'll also serve you well out in the field as a hunting knife. Let's see about our last test here. Last one of our standard tests. Standard zip tie. Heavy plastic. Once it's zip tied closed, you can't open it except by cutting it. Let's see how well this thing does. And straight through. No. Man, that was so smooth and easy, it's scary even. Let's see here. One. Okay. Yeah, this thing is really impressing me. Impressing the hell out of me. Let's go back to paper here and see how it does on that. Sure we didn't damage anything. Wow. Yeah. Very, very sweet. And let me double check something before I go too far. I want to make sure I tell you right. Yeah, I was right. This thing has a minimum advertised price of $52, so you're not going to find it less than that. Suggested retail price is $89.95. So yeah, it performs as well as any Spyderco I've seen, and it's cheaper. I might want to loosen up that pivot point a little bit, but as smooth as it is, I'm not sure it's really needed or worth it. Definitely worth considering. I mean, $90 full price, 52, which is what most online sources are going to be selling this for, because they're not allowed to sell it for less. This is definitely a winner. Definitely a good consideration for an EDC, and a decent consideration for a folding hunters too, even if it doesn't quite have the, I mean, it still has a slight drop to the point. Doesn't have the false edge on top, but I think this will do you quite well. But in the meantime, got to get going here, so I'll wish you luck. Take care now. See you next week when classes open up in session again. And until then, remember, go and do something, no matter how major or how minor, even if it's getting ready to see TSO. Do it with attitude. See ya.